The furlough scheme was introduced last year to help support both employees and businesses that were affected by lockdowns and the effects of the virus on the economy. Employees were able to get 80% of their salary for hours not worked, and this also helped out businesses, allowing them to keep hold of their staff without having to pay them while they're not earning any money. Because it's been so vital to so many people and so many businesses, there's been a lot of worry and fear about the furlough scheme ending at its current end date at the end of April 2021. However, today in his UK economic budget, the Chancellor Rishi Sunak announced the future plans for the furlough scheme and what's going to happen in the coming months. We will hear what Rishi Sunak had to say and also what Keir Starmer, the leader of the Labour Party, had to say in response. We can then talk about what this means for you or anyone currently on the UK furlough scheme going forward. So here's Rishi Sunak.
The furlough scheme will be extended until the end of September. For employees, there will be no change to the terms. They will continue to receive 80% of their salary for hours not worked until the scheme ends. As businesses reopen, we will ask them to contribute alongside the taxpayer to the cost of paying their employees. Nothing will change until July, when we will ask for a small contribution of just 10% and 20% in August and September. The government is proud of the furlough, one of the most generous schemes in the world, effectively protecting millions of people's jobs and incomes.
So the furlough scheme's been extended again. Employees will still be able to get 80% of their salary for hours not worked up until the end of September 2021. The government will cover this up until the end of June. They'll then ask employees to contribute, starting at 10% in July and then 20% in August and September. Here's what Keir Starmer had to say in response.
And this budget sets it up perfectly, because this is a budget that didn't even attempt to rebuild the foundations of our economy or to secure the country's long-term prosperity. Instead, it did the job the Chancellor always intended: a quick fix, papering over the cracks. The party opposite spent a decade weakening the foundations of our economy. Now they pretend they can rebuild it. But the truth is, they won't confront what went wrong in the past, and they have no plan for the future. Thank you, Madam Deputy Speaker.
So what could this mean for you or anyone currently on the furlough scheme? Well, it provides some security for the thousands of people on the furlough scheme, but only for a few months. There will be some worry for a lot of people. Say, for example, in July, the company that they work for or the industry that they're in are unable to fully reopen or is still unable to generate a decent amount of income. Could that company even afford to pay the 10% wages to their staff or the 20% in August and September? Even going on after September, when companies will no longer be getting furlough support, there's no guarantee that by that time the economy will be back to normal and those companies will be getting the income coming in that they were before all of this happened. If this were to happen, a lot of companies may not even be able to continue trading, or in order to continue trading, they may have to make some job cuts in order to make savings and for the company to survive. This again would bring us back to the fear that a lot of people have had over the last weeks and months, and that is the fact that this could lead to mass job loss. A lot of people having to turn to the government for help with benefits like universal credit just to get by, and the unemployment rate rising again. And to be honest, it looks like the government are expecting this to happen. In today's budget, Rishi Sunak said that the forecast predicts that the unemployment rate is going to rise to 6.5%. If you're currently on the furlough scheme, does this announcement come as good or bad news? I'd love to hear your thoughts. To see what happened in the budget regarding universal credit, check out this video here, and I'll have regular updates coming out as more information is released on these topics, so make sure you subscribe so you don't miss any future videos coming up. Thanks so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.